Hello everybody, welcome to the sewers. It is I, the rat man. Ratanesuko. Hello. Yes. I am going to get demonetized for this. I am not even monetized, what I am saying. Look down below. Here we go, banana SLAMMA. There we go. I just needed to do the banana SLAMMA thing. Just because YouTube asked. I just have that thing on my mind non-stop. Here we go, banana SLAMMA. It's not monkey game though. It's not monkey game. By the way, I give up. I hereby, here, in my sewers, declare that I give up. I cannot beat Final Fantasy XVI before my trip to the US. It's impossible for me. I lost. Just as I lost the game right now. God damn it. But it is what it is. I'm drinking hot coffee. How are you doing, Ellen? How are you doing, Udom? Hello. I might still stream until 4 AM. But I know from the get-go I am not gonna beat the game. Like yesterday, when I finished my stream at 5 AM, all tired and destroyed, I'll look at the amount of chapters I played and the amount I had left. Yesterday, on my 13 hours of stream, yes, 13 hours of stream, I managed to play 9 chapters. And after that, I have 16 chapters left. Funnily enough, I have 16 chapters left. Yeah, and so I am just going to play more casually today, and we are going to get back to it once I come back from the US. There's not going to be an ending to this. Yep, I still have a lot of play left. So let's get to it. By the way, I know that none of you are Americans. But I would like to ask you, what American thing do you think it's indispensable to experience? My brother did suggest going to the hamburger mines. I was like, you know what? I forgot to think about that. So I will probably go there, whatever that is. I know it's not homework, but I really didn't want to get spoiled. I don't want the game to get spoiled with me, because I managed to avoid most spoilers of this game before the release, before playing this. But I cannot assert time. Well, the game is not the big success I thought it was going to be at the start, so I think I'm going to be safe. I'm going to be safe from spoilers, so I mean, might be safe from spoilers. Who knows? Not me, I'm just a rat. Let's get to it. Shoot a gun? I really thought about that. And actually, I think I don't want to cross that threshold, really. I think I will be a different man were I to shoot a gun. Paragliding on a bald eagle. Ooh. I mean, I might be short and skinny, but I don't think a bald eagle can hold my weight. Hello, Mad 2001 TT. Hello, hello. Oh, just one T. It's not TT, just T.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Hello, Whippers. Hello, Matt. Hello. Secret? Wait, secret? Is secret here? Oh yeah, secret's here. Hello, hello. Oh, and try some of them plastic McDonald's. I actually want to try McDonald's over there. I purposefully went to McDonald's in Japan just to test it. Just so I can have like an idea of what to expect. That sounds nice. Nice. Right, I did all the marks on the quest. By the way, hello Matt, hello Secret, hello Whippers. Do you want to answer the question of the inquiry of the moment?
Was wondering when you turn up.
All
our friends thanking you for your timely intervention.
Mm-hmm.
How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Oh, it's almost like it's happening.
Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days out. So...
The color of a kick in the kidneys.
We knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Oh,
Thank you, Otto.
you should woke up. You got pooped. Yeah, Matt doesn't respect boundaries and starts booping everybody. Sad to hear that you are still sick, Secret.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend.
Yep.
Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Oof.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed.
How do you know about
Now,
Ultima though?
Both an empire and her prince lie broken.
It's okay, the Empire was kinda bad.
What do you know of Ultima?
Actually.
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts.
But yeah, the question of the day, Matt, Secret and Weeby, is what do you think? Actually, how come that none of my actual chat at the moment is American? Hold on, there's something wrong here. There's actually something wrong here. Right, my question of the day is what do you think it's something that I should experience from American culture, aside from shooting a gun and visiting the hamburger mines, and paragliding on a bald eagle. If I mean American, like I just noticed that my entire chat at the moment is not American, actually. We are Americans, South Americans. You know what I mean, Elian. You know what I mean. I used to hate calling them Americans, but I must admit that it is easier to just call them that. I mean, there is an easier word, but sadly it is a pejorative noun, and you know, you know. I even though I am Latin American, I am like I have the permission to say it. It's still pejorative, so you know the G word, and you know what it is. I am making this like it was like that big of a deal, but it's not really.
18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'Twas not death who came for me, but another.
Huh? Who died then? I don't know, make some utterly stupid food you see on TikTok, because it's always Americans that we are actually going to do that. We're going to eat watermelon with mustard. Actually, watermelon with mustard. We might actually just do something else as well. Like, I remember I ate some pickles with stuff as well. We might do some fun stuff with food. Maybe. Alright.
And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs.
Yeah, he just wants to...
Stop at nothing.
He just saw Clive Fantasy's body, and he said, "Oh my god, that man is hot! I want his body for me." And he's just doing a really... just a really overly complicated plot just to get this man body. In that you'll die. I'll survive. It will take you to Cochino's Tacos. Sadly, I am not going to go anywhere close to Cochino's Tacos, and Viper is not going to be there. So chances of me eating Cochino's Tacos, it's almost null.
Have you? Even if that means toppling an empire.
I mean, what is an empire to a god?
What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me.
He just wants your hot butt for himself.
I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice.
8 carpets for 8 elements. That is...
Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit.
Sophomore, Fahrenheit, Lunchables. Is that okay? I will try to say more weird American words. What about the word luncheon? I like the word luncheon.
But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess,
Also, the boy was also special.
I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
Sorry.
Inside you.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
I mean, at that point, you are also you're not only sacrificing yourself to save Clive, you're also trying to protect the world from a weird thing.
Joshua.
Okay, that's not a good cough.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Here we go, kill more things, but now we go with the banana slammer. Hey yo, look out down below. Here we go, banana slammer.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities.
Alright.
City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall.
Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map.
Oh no,
Look
not the
here.
moment.
This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Okay.
Joshua, bed is where you should stand.
Yeah, you should be bound to it.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
But where is your girl,
Tyre not
Joshua?
such a talented healer. I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we
We
travel
travel
together.
together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
I am his shield after all.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
I'm done drawing for the day, so I'm gonna join the other cats around the group. Nap. Have a nice nap. Enjoy it.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
Alright. And we are introduced, like, you see those muck green exclamation points. Those are the exclamation points of pain.
Clive is right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter.
Love time, yeah, time to be alone.
Gav and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
You know how I feel about this, but your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
It does. I'm glad you noticed.
We sent Cursebreakers to Martha's Rest, Dalamil, and Northreach. Hopefully they can help maintain the peace. Or at least a semblance of it.
Cole told us everything that happened. It's a bit of a worry that both the Republican and Imperial armies are in disarray. But it was good to hear that the people stood their ground.
Alright, it's easier to digest this game once you have like actually played the thing. Like you actually have a little bit to rest. See you. Bye bye. Book for Matty Patty. Right. Has lost its appetite. I wasted 10,000 on giving drinks to everybody.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I will help you.
Certainly try.
Yes, I will try.
Who's
Don't
gone
miss
missing
it
this
this time.
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Alright. Do you think I should like do the fireworks thing as well, since it's going to be 4th of July? It will feel a little bit fake, celebrating some other countries' independence.
Blasted book.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Okay.
You sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Right.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm.
Oh my god, that's already...
That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow.
Ooh.
That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one?
Yeah, Harpocrates.
Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Why don't
Fine.
you...
I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something.
These people
And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
ask me
You do
to
that.
ask other people
Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
instead of, you know, asking them themselves. I don't know, I feel like it's a bit scummy.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
This
There's a storm coming soon.
is a storm coming soon.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact.
Oh.
The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
So the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water.
Are you sure?
Skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers.
Cool.
How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not.
Apparently
I
not.
believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life,
Huh.
in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Oh.
Meaning that if I find one,
I find the
I
other.
find the other. To Northreach then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Alright, yeah, because if you wanted to use actual worms, that's a bit concerning. I'll be honest. Will you eat worms, Chad? I think next time I go to Japan, I will actually try some worms.
What am I gonna do?
Could be love with you, don't look at them. Alright. Enjoy your loafy time. Lynn. No, don't eat bugs. Millipeds. No. Oh. I reckon these guys are not enough to give anyone the golly wobbles, but I'm not gonna sit around hanging my head and twiddle my thumbs. did enough of that back in XII while you were busy fighting that horrible dragon and then that even horrible one.
But no more.
From now on, I'm gonna do what you love to do and properly pull my finger out, no matter how much my knees are knocking. Can't have Nan and Blackthorn thinking I'm a great big wet blanket now, can I? So don't you worry about me. Just stick to what you do best, saving the world.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble and she's...
It's all right.
You can tell me. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by, one of our usuals, like, said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing.
Ooh, tongue lashing.
She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Oof. I'm not afraid of a lashing. Oh, kinky.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive.
Thanks, Clive Fantasy.
You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course.
Of course.
I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
My mission for today is just beating the next major boss. But that might not come soon though.
Lady Karen.
How's business?
How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
Actually,
I didn't exactly hear firsthand.
ooh.
All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
Oh, I am getting a
Right, Lady Karen.
tongue lashing.
I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. No. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Right. Goods, you have nothing to worry about, but I'm going to go destroy those.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, I got really sleepy out of
That's good.
all of a sudden.
I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No,
It's not.
it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons.
Perhaps we'll know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Oh no.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
I suppose it is.
Goods is like neon. I feel like goods is like neon. Oh. Oh. I have side quests. But I cannot go to do those side quests. Alright. Very cool game. I see how it is. Can you make me anything really?
What do I owe the honor? Not saying Fordian, do you?
The reinforced part, it's really useless at this point. You cannot reinforce anything, actually. The diamond sword isn't even that good anymore.
Anything else?
No, you're fine.
That got hauled into tires?
Alright, how do I get there? Through here.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
Oh, yeah, that's true. That was true. Bam, bam, bam.
You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered every single one of us.
That's sad.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all strong.
What do we have here, kids?
Sid!
Out of your studies, I see. And what is that?
What is that?
It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not.
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Ah, so much
like
better.
Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Engineer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
Yeah, put it together again.
About that.
Oh, come on, it's
Taking
not.
apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
Come on, it's not that hard.
Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Hmm.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales.
Mm-hmm.
Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role
right
is
there.
to support everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But what of the others?
Come on. Let's inspect the arm.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've
Right.
ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
Come on. It's really that hard to know what a scale does?
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
No, you cannot weight goods on that.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
Yeah, the gear.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I really expect
I have.
Clive to
Miss
be
Middle's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She
classes.
puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move.
So let's
So,
assemble
Let's put the
the
pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult.
It's not so difficult, really.
So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Oh, I feel like sleeping.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Right.
Yes! We did it!
Now, where's the gear?
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Middledor's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are you almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Middledor and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Yep. Oh, what was that was the set goes. Pararararan.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Come on, you can figure this out on your own, right? Quest complete. We're not missing anything. Time to speak with Shirley. Oh, don't tell me that you are.
Girls here can have Otto and Gav and Gav.
Oh my god, that girl does have a crush on the Emperor. I need to remember that that's the Emperor now. Technically, the Emperor without an empire. Huh. The Emperor was weak, not like the Emperor of Palamacia.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Yeah, punish the kids.
There's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is
that
not
not true?
No. It isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines.
Ah, I see.
To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow.
I don't know who
That
Mid's
should
mom
come as no
is.
surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
But I didn't do a good job at it. I think I can get myself a prize actually. Yum. Nom, 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 nom.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Oh. Since I can remember, I have served none but myself. Turned my back on the world for a handful of silks and a heavy purse. But where has that left me? It is hard to keep joy in one's heart when all those around you are without. Something must change. And that change must start with me. A lonely porter.
All yours.
I got a
Come
song.
again. I may have more for you.
I already talked with Joshua. I think this was the perfect moment to actually go fight the S-Mark, since Joshua will be in my party, on top of Jill and Torgal. What am I going to do? Oh, songs.
It seems the hideaway is lost.
Oh! I can literally have the boss fight song? Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take the boss fight song. Oh yes, I forgot that we are going to go banana SLAMMA on today's episode. So I had to equip Titan. Alright, that was all I needed. Cloak and dagger to be able to do the rest of the side quest. There's one there. There's one to take there. It's the one I can take. I can solve there, and I can solve this one here. Let me go kill that dragon. I'm surprised how fast the hours just goes when I'm playing this. Like, I feel like I have done nothing,
There were ghosts at the gate, not days.
but I am already pretty much 1 hour in. It's wild. So progress feels really slow, and it might be really slow. It's a lot of that time, you could say, just moving from one place to another, but my god, sometimes things are just so pretty.
The
the meadows then.
Let me see Joshua's chibi form. If this was a good game, this dragon will attack me. Or will attack the little monsters around.
You said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Robins and bright yellow flowers. That's enough to spot.
Oh. I don't know why I feel like this sounds louder than usual. That's the dragon.
This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
This dragon is nothing compared to the other dragon.
It's over.
It's over. Oh really? Not a problem. The other dragon was just too much compared to this. But I did say I was going to equip Titan. I'm going to, however, oh, I cannot. I do want to equip one of the abilities of Bahamut. Here we go. This is the one I want.
That's the wyvern's lip.
Impulse, let's go.
Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Mm-hmm. Oh. And that's it. That's the flowers.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Another here. Oh, there's another quest there now? Another quest just happened?
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
While the pungent herb, once known as Drakesmith, has no known curative properties, it does have the ability to mask foul odors and flavors, which is why it is found in recipes involving particularly foul-smelling flesh, such as the lights and livers of wild beasts. Some naturalists believe that it is the blue-black wyvern's proclivity to feed on carrion that results in their livers becoming so engorged, and that the saints with which they follow their meals serve to ameliorate this effect. Others claim that it is the blooms themselves which cause the damage, the wyverns being so taken with the flower's taste that they cannot resist.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose.
No.
Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Yeah, no, I think... If anything, worms, all these maggots, like those things tend to have like a nutty flavor.
And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm.
That is just karage. That's just karage.
Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
That's not how it should sound. He almost dead.
So, not fit for consumption then?
No, hold.
What witchery is this?
Hold.
The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost
violent
richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavour and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary.
Right, can I take a taste?
Might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Yeah, it will be hard to get to just go kill some wyverns like it's nothing. Right. There was supposed to be another quest in here. Oh, in the reading table.
Did you see the pair that got pulled into...
Right. Today I'm not fearing the side quest hell like yesterday. Oh well, I have a lot of messages. Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping rid of the trolls. We were neither of us so naive to think we have seen the end of their like. Good Philip has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling, but I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I imagine, the same might be said of you and your burdens. Remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open as to the Veil's door. That's just a sussy declaration to... You want to relax? I have my arms open. Haha. The guardians are getting along with the access fine enough, working to shore up the rest walls, when not clearing out what few threads remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck deep in Akashic had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you've a realm to save and all, but if you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. You have an uncanny talent of showing up where you are most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest will be in the hands of the Akashic, and us but no more of their nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thin and fractured, we guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the toll. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He's a good man, attentive, polite, hardworking, so you can see he already has learned everything he can from me. He will do well to continue his squaring under a more worthy shield. and the realm has none more worthy than you. The Garden League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that I will hazard we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one inspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery? And your projection. On those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Finally. Miss Master Clive, I apologize for this sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may return. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing. Oh, this is Sebastian Rutherford. And I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his bold expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a man, to the attending of bandits in back alleys, I am thoroughly ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Yeah, tell me about your predicament.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
Manservant.
He be at Martha's Rest?
It's more like butler, haha. Right. All of the rest of the quests are in the past where I have to go, so
Martha's got a big heart. It's a pity there's so many who are happy to take advantage of it.
Where are you?
Have you heard the latest from Twinside?
Probably on the second floor.
The fates seem bent on driving me from my inn. But if they want me out, they're gonna have to try harder.
Alright, Martha.
My lord, Marquis, is that you?
Yes,
It is you. Then you received my letter.
I did.